Egypt, and there you can see Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Cairo for his state visit, a 2-day state visit to Cairo. And as always, you have the Indian diaspora there in Cairo greeting the Prime Minister on his arrival. In fact, he was welcomed a short while ago by the Prime Minister of Egypt at the airport, who came to welcome him personally. All right, there you can see little children as well greeting the Prime Minister.
थोड़ा बहुत इंडिया में कभी आई? कभी नहीं। किसी को पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि आप मिस्र की बेटी है कि हिंदुस्तान की बेटी है। वाह।
A 2-day state visit in Egypt on the invitation of the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who was our chief guest at the Republic Day, and that is when the Prime Minister was invited for this state visit. It is the first time an Indian Prime Minister is on an official visit to Egypt since 1997. So the Prime Minister, after his extremely successful visit to the United States, and that too was a state visit where a number of agreements were signed and a number of agreements were arrived at now in Egypt for this 2-day state visit. And there you can see Egypt's Prime Minister Mostafa Madbouly there greeting the Prime Minister and embracing him as he welcomed him at the airport. This is, as we said, the first bilateral visit of an Indian Prime Minister since 1997, and it's a state visit that the Prime Minister is in Egypt for. He will hold a round table with the Prime Minister, and also tomorrow he will hold talks with the President. And what is expected is a host of agreements and some strategic understandings, but also Egypt will offer a dedicated slot for India within the Suez Canal economic zone. So that is something that is said to be on the agenda. The Prime Minister will also interact with the Grand Mufti of Egypt and leading Egypt intellectuals, as well as the Indian diaspora. And you can see the Indian diaspora, they're gathered to meet the Prime Minister, and a lot of excitement with the Prime Minister's visit there. The Prime Minister will also pay tribute to the brave Indian soldiers who fought and lost their lives in Egypt and Palestine during World War I. So that is also, he will be visiting that memorial. Let's just listen into what some of the Indians gathered there had to say.